live. Hi. Sorry, technical difficulties. Welcome to this week's episode of 5 Minute Fridays. I'm Miranda.
I'm Dan. I think our music's still
I think it
going,
is.
so let's, your mute isn't mute?
No.
Okay. This is the mouse.
Just click that,
And we'll get this. Just bear with us. Find it. And do that. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so today we are streaming to YouTube at 1080p, 29.9 frames per second, and 6 megabytes per second. We're using vMix Pro version 21, a Philium custom PC i5 7500 3.4 gigahertz GTX 1050 Ti with 8 gigabytes of RAM, all nestled on a beautiful gigabyte GAZ270X Ultra Gaming motherboard.
PTZ Optics USB 20X camera via USB 3.0 and a Microsoft LifeCam Studio webcam via USB 2.0 is showing our switcher. We're talking over an Audio-Technica AT3031 through a Behringer UMC 202 via USB 2.0. And
We're using vMix Social via Kindle Fire, so please drop us some comments. We have our vMix mousepad, the
Amsterdam edition.
version.
Yeah.
And, of course, our X-Keys XK124 T-Bar with the video switcher key set. All right. I'm going to scroll
There
this
we
up.
have it. There we have it. Okay.
All right.
What are we talking about?
So we have a lot of really cool events coming up. People in the office are kind of jetting all over. So coming up first.
We're going out into the real world
It happens sometimes.
sometimes.
So first coming up next week, we have our the G2E conference
Yep.
in Las Vegas.
This is like casino gaming.
Yes.
And there are a lot of casinos around. And they like to use our X keys to make little control panels for their dealers or people running their table games.
Yeah.
So that's why we're showing there.
Yep.
Plus, it's always fun to go to Vegas, right?
Yeah, you always have fun. All right, and then next, I am heading over to LA to go to the Adobe Max conference, which I'm super excited about. It's everything that I do all the time. All
Do they
Adobe
cover
stuff.
all Adobe stuff there? Like not only Photoshop, but Premiere, and it's kind of comprehensive, everything?
Premiere, Illustrator, InDesign, Typekit, everything. And they also, what's the word I'm looking for? They a lot of new stuff comes out at these shows as well.
Okay.
So it should be really cool. Hopefully introduce a lot of people to X-Keys if they don't already know about it.
Yeah, we do have a lot of, I know Photoshop users, photographers in particular, really like X keys
Yes.
to automate their workflow.
Absolutely. All right, and then
Then it's my turn. I was kindly invited by vMix to join them in their booth at NAB New York. I'll be hanging out there with Tim, and I have our little Lego newsroom, which if you guys haven't seen it, it's fun to play with. And it's a good demo of an X-Keys integration with vMix.
yeah.
So, a lot of shows this month.
Yeah.
We're going to be busy, and I hope that some of you guys out there can come say hi. We always love hearing from X-Keys users and hearing different things they do with them, which kind of leads me into the next thing we wanted to talk about,
Yep.
which is on our Facebook X-Keys user group. We get interesting things come up. There are interesting discussions, people helping each other. And one of the latest ones, if I scroll down here, was this really nice guy named Johan who came up to me at IBC and said, "Hey, I'm developing this JNode library for X-Keys." And of course I said, "Cool, what's that?"
What's that?
So it's a JavaScript library that he says this library makes it very easy to connect an X keys to something like an ATEM, or do anything in a browser-based app via JavaScript. So Johan has nicely put it out there, and we're inviting people to come and get it, try it out. If you know something about JavaScript, I'm looking for feedback from people, to tell me how valuable is this, and and I think it is. It sounds like a really good idea. I just don't know enough about JavaScript. And we really only have one person in here in the office who does anything with JavaScript.
Right.
So if you are a JavaScript user, programmer, or if you know somebody out there who is, and they have X keys, we would love some feedback on this. So it looks really cool, and I'm very grateful for Johan for sharing this. And there's other interesting stuff going on in that user group all the time. So
yeah.
if you're not a member, I encourage you to join. We ask you 3 really tough questions. Well, one of them's tough. The other 2 are
One's tough.
pretty easy, but
It's pretty easy to pass the questions.
yeah, you're usually not going to get rejected for failing answering the question. So.
But yeah, make sure you check out the user group. Even if you're not using X keys currently, there's a lot of good posts in there to bounce ideas off of people to get inspired.
Yep. So there's our 5 minutes, and we'll close this out and take Q&A in the post show. Thank you.
Thank you. But our mic is not on, so now we're really back.
Now we're back.
All right.
What do we have? Man, chat, it's busy.
Don't forget to breathe.
Miranda, yeah.
Well, there's a lot of equipment in here. It's kind of a tongue twister.
We're using some really nice triggers, Rudy, but as you know, when triggers, for whatever reason, don't work, then you're kind of caught. Like there's a trigger to fade that music out when we start, and something got messed up in our intro, and
I'll have to take a look at it afterwards.
And I even have a backup X key set up to mute the music, but that's not working, so I need to dig into that and look at that too. So
when live streaming.
Yeah.
All right.
What do we have here?
Tommy says, vMix Social via Fire HD. I need a tutorial on that.
Oh, it's way too easy, Tommy.
Yep.
Just way too easy. The Fire HD, this one I actually got free from Amazon for answering like a poll that they put out. And it's because we do a lot of business with Amazon, and they wanted feedback, and they offered this little Fire. It's a cute little thing.
Yeah.
It's like this big. And then vMix Social, all you need is a browser, any browser, on your phone, on a tablet, on a PC, and these social comments pop up, and you pick which one you want to put up on vMix. Bammo, it's there. Yeah. It's really easy. What else?
All right.
I see hi from Martin Steed. Martin, hey, buddy. Always good to hear from you.
All right. 5-minute show with 2 minutes for the intro and outro.
Are you timing us, Tommy? Are you timing us? When
good triggers go bad.
Yeah.
How true.
You know that happens.
Right.
Anything else out there?
I think that's about it.
Can you switch back to the user group for a minute, Miranda? So I just want to point out we've had some really nice exchanges, which to me recently, which is why the whole purpose behind a user group is for people to help each other. And so, we had this post in here, somebody asking about MIDI, and he got an answer. There's another really nice exchange down here talking about PowerShell, and this was very specific, getting into the details of our data report from the T-bar, a really nice little exchange between two respectful people about what you really need from that data report. And I'm encouraged when I see this. Our group is up into the 600s now, and I'm glad to see that it's doing what we want it to. I think the second question we ask is, do you promise to be nice to other people in the group? And so far, everybody said yes. And so far, everybody has been nice.
Which I'm happy about.
I think I had to reject like one spammer, but it was just because he wasn't posting X keys relevant stuff. He was other stuff there. What do we got here?
All right. Tommy says, put vMix Social on the tablet, then NDI to vMix.
No, Tommy, it's simpler than that. You run vMix Social on the same any PC, including the same one that you're running vMix on, and then you take a URL from that and you put it in any browser, and then that's where your comments appear, and there are little settings there to set up the lower third, and all we do is tap on it and blammo, it comes up. It's a very nice feature and really easy.
It's really convenient.
What's Rudy's comment?
Rudy says he'll show the iPad version. Oops,
I'm going to show Tommy. Yep.
Yep. Just need the browser. NDI not needed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm feeling on my shoulders.
Well.
Yeah. That's a great idea, Rudy. That'd be a great, simple little tutorial to show people how easy it is, because I was even a little, I don't know, like, how's this thing going to work? And then when I did it, it's way too simple.
Yup.
Okay.
I think that's all. That's all they wrote.
As always, great to hear from you guys. Anybody who's going to be in New York for NAB, I would just love to have you drop in.
Yes. Stop and say hi.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good weekend.
See you next week.
Bye.